Alright, what's up guys? JR here. It is Wednesday, June 14th, 2017. I'm back. Sorry for the wait. I was gone for about a month. I guess you could say I haven't uploaded anything in about a month. And yeah, sorry, because I know some of you guys really look forward to the videos and all that, but basically the main reason why I didn't upload is because pretty much I took about a week, maybe a week and some change off from trading, and it made me kind of rusty. And me personally, I'm the type of person that doesn't really believe in uploading crap, and pretty much I feel as though if I'm going to upload something, or if anyone is going to upload something, especially if it comes to education and people are relying on it as a credible source or something where they derive some type of knowledge that they're seeking, I believe that it should be top tier, good quality. It shouldn't be crap. You shouldn't come on here if you're not at your best. And basically I took a week and some change off, and it made me rusty, so I wasn't really feeling as sharp as usual. So I didn't really feel like uploading videos, not in my best state, so I chose not to upload. It only took about a week and some change to get back to where I was before, but kind of got in the rhythm of not uploading. And then recently I got a message from someone just basically checking in, trying to make sure I was still alive and all that good stuff, and just wondering what happened. So I realized, okay, I need to come back. I need to get back on the ball. So excuse me, I got a cough, hold on. Okay, so yeah, special shout out to Joe. Thanks for sending me that message, Joe, and just checking in and making sure that I am still in fact alive. Yes sir. Alright, sorry about that, but yes sir, I'm alive and well. Everything's fine. I'm in good health, all that good stuff. So I appreciate you reaching out and checking in. And then also special shout out to Steve. Thank you for that message that you sent me a while back. I know it's been probably well over a month, but Steve sent me a message basically outlining ways to adjust my sleep schedule and kind of get my body to operate at a I guess you could say at its optimal capacity. And I just want to thank you for that. I know I didn't reply, but not really a fan of typing, but I read it in its entirety, and thank you for your effort. Thank you for sending me that. But yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can record my whole trading day, since it's been so long. I feel like you guys deserve that instead of just a one or two trade video. But I'm gonna record my whole trading day. There's a few news announcements today, FOMC stuff, which isn't the best, but hopefully I'll be able to get at least 2 trades. If I could sit here all day, then I'd say, all right, let's go for 3, but hopefully we can bang out 2. Hopefully we can bang out 3 before about the 1 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time. So I'll see what happens, but in the meantime, just gonna go to pause. It's 9:29 a.m., so the market is about to open in about a minute or so, but yeah, go to pause, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, so we're in this trade right here. It's a failed second entry long on what appears to be a range day. Initially, I thought about it, didn't like it too much, because if you notice, we have a short-term trend working down. We get a couple legs of correction, and then we get 2 legs down to a new low. So I figured this trend is essentially played out, but if it is going to be a range day, we could come down here and retest these lows. So I watched it. It got its 4 ticks relatively quickly, and there's actually a gap. Well, there was a gap right here. So when we touched the 4 tick mark and bounced, I went ahead and put a limit order in there just in case, to see if it would come back. Sure enough, it did come back, and I'm expecting it to turn back down and maybe push and give us a new low for the day. I also have a possible trend line working lower off these first 2 swings, and then we kind of confirm it right there. So we'll see what happens. Gonna go ahead and keep my stop at 2 ticks above my signal bar, but this bounce isn't looking too good. But if we tick a tick or 2 above that and turn down, or if we just turn down from here on out, then that'll still be fine. But hopefully I wasn't hopefully I'm not wrong, and hopefully my initial gut instinct wasn't correct in this instance when it came to skipping this trade. And yeah, hopefully I don't live to regret dropping in that limit order. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But back to pause. Alright, so it took a little bit, but it's looking like hopefully we're finally going to get this trade. Looking at it after the fact, I don't like this trade at all. I should have stuck with my initial instinct of skipping it, because if you notice, short-term trend line working down, you have a correction right here, and then you have two legs down to a new low, and pretty much once you get that, your trend is essentially played out. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's played out, but there's a chance that it could be over after the aspect of the two legs. Also, we're getting short directly into the lows of the day, with our target being exactly at the closes for the lows of the day. So just not really that great of a setup. I should have skipped it like what my initial gut told me to, and then I had to ride out all of this chop. And if it wasn't for the trend line in the EMA and the visible rejection off of it every time we came near it, I would have closed this trade a while ago and just taken a tick or two, or just taken whatever small loss I could possibly get. But I do believe that we are going to continue going lower now based off of the rejection that we've experienced off this trend line. But we definitely had to work for that. I don't like this entry. If anything, this is a better entry, but then again, you're going really sideways at that point, so I don't know. I personally don't like it, but first target came off at one point. I'm going to go ahead and wait a little bit, see how this bar closes before I slide down my stop, because we didn't get that 5 ticks that we needed to get through it just yet. But the second target is going to come off at 3 points. So our entry was 36.25. Second target is going to be 33.25. And the reason how I got this is basically just a measured move of this first leg down. So that's your first leg, and then put it right there. That's your second leg, going to take it off a tick or two before we actually make it down there. And hopefully these lows don't hold, but if they do hold, then I'll just slide down this stop. And matter of fact, I'm still going to slide down the stop, because this is a risky trade. This is sideways. We can easily come back and get stopped out right here, but we'll see if we get this runner. If not, then we'll just look for an opportunity to get long if this trend is not in play, but as of now, it looks like it is in play. Okay, so we got that 5th tick, and hopefully we see the bottom fall out of this, but yeah, just gonna go to pause right now, and I'll be back. Alright, so we just got stopped out for the runner portion, but let me just show you what I mean by 2 legs, because I realized that may be a little bit difficult to see. So where is it? Basically, this is going to be your first leg down right here, and then you get a bit of a 2-legged correction in there. So you go up, you go down, you go back up, and then you go down again. So that's your 2-leg correction, and then that's going to be your second leg down. So essentially we had trend working down, couple legs to a break, and then a 2-legged correction, and this just isn't an ideal entry right there. Granted, yes, it is a failed second entry long right off the trend line, right off the EMA, but it's not the best. So yeah, I'll learn from that, and hopefully you guys can learn from that too. You probably want to enter either right there or right there, but yeah, this one was a bit premature. But alright, so just gonna go back to pause and we'll look for another entry. Alright, so brief little update, because it's been a while, but basically I've just been in here pretty much chilling, because I didn't really trust any of these shorts on the way down, and moving up, don't really see a setup that I like. This is a repeat pattern of this right here, and if you notice, they both turned out to be 4-tick failures. So this one, the entry would have been 39 flat, it went up to 40, and then this one, the entry would have been 35.50, and it went up to 36.50. So didn't trust either one of those. It's a repeat pattern. Hopefully none of you all went long right here. This looked alright, but still didn't trust it due to the fact that I'm not completely sure of whether or not we're going to have a legitimate range day where we pop back up and continue trading higher, or if this little downtrend that we had is what's going to be the bigger pattern. Technically, we do have a break right here and a push down to a new low, but with something like this, you'd expect to see a legitimate retest. So not completely sure where we're going in that particular direction, and because of that, I've been extra cautious, extra cautious and careful, because I'm not trying to get trapped, and I like to know where this thing is going before I attempt to enter. So there was a long right here. I don't know if this might have been a 4-tick failure as well. 35.75. Yeah, 36.75. 4 tick failures all around. So I've been chilling, man. I haven't really touched any of this. This short might work, but what I'm thinking is if this attempt to go lower fails as well, then we're probably going to turn up, go higher, maybe retest these highs, or at least come back somewhere to the middle point of the range. And at that point, if this fails, then I'll look for more long opportunities. And if we take out this low, then we'll most likely come down here and I'll look for another chance to get short along the way. And because of time, it's already 12:13 p.m. I only have about 45 more minutes to trade. One, because someone is coming over to my house to do some work, and two, because there's FOMC announcements this afternoon. Just going to look for one more trade and then call it a day, make it a clean 2 trades for the day, and then that's it. And yeah, I'll make another video soon just to kind of get back on the ball of things and in the flow of uploading. But just going to go to pause for now. This may be a short, but I'm not messing with it. I'm only going to try and take what's really clean, what I know is going to work. And I talked to my friend about this trade. He said that he doesn't think it's a bad trade at all. I just didn't like the way how it backed up, kind of chopped around. But this trend line is what was really the saving grace, the trend line in the EMA. And each time we came up and tested it, we kind of shot back and rejected off of it, rejected again right there. And then we finally got the steam that we needed to push down. But let me just explain one more time why I thought it was risky. You have this short-term trend working down, you get a break, and then you have 2 hidden legs down to a new low, and usually that'll be good enough to get a reversal. But I like this because I had my trend line drawn off these first 2 swings coming down. We confirmed it right there. I was thinking at this point it's a range day, so most likely we're going to come on down here and retest these lows. We had enough room before we got to the lows. It was exactly 4 ticks. So I like that for the short. Initially I didn't like it, but we got the 4 ticks pretty quickly, and I noticed there was a gap right there, so I went ahead and dropped a limit order in there, hoping that prices would come back and fill me. They came back and filled me, went against me pretty heavily. I had my stop 2 ticks above my signal bar, and basically we had a triple top right there, turned down and continued going lower for the measured move. And let me show you, we got that measured move and then some. So this is going to be your first leg down right there, and then this is going to be your second leg down, and we got a little bit more than that measured move. So yeah, a few ticks more, but that was my target for the second contract. Got stopped out before we managed to go down there, and we just kind of chopped around and went sideways. This support was coming into play, and the trend line was coming into play as well, so they were kind of fighting it out, trying to see which one would hold, and ultimately the trend line won. We pushed down, and now we bounced back. We came back, retested it a few times, and yep. So this is actually tempting for a long, but I'm not going to go long beneath this EMA. Basically, I've just been working on being really cautious and patient and only taking things that I'm pretty certain are going to work, i.e. I know the direction that we're most likely going in, and it's a good clean setup. There's not really too many factors or variables that can go wrong, and it's been working out, been doing pretty well with that, and just trying to make sure things stay exactly how they would and should be if and when there's real money on the line. But I've talked a lot. Let me go back to pause because I don't want this video to get too long. Hopefully we get a setup sometime in the near future. If we take out this low and continue going lower, then I'll look for a short for the retest. And if this fails and we turn back up, then I'll look for a long, because if we break above this, then we should definitely get some juice, because there's a lot of selling that went right there, so we should see a nice pop. But back to pause for the meantime. Alright guys, so it's not looking too likely that I'll get another trade before the day is up. I probably should have gone long here. The funny thing about it is I told myself that if we try to go lower twice, then I was going to go long. I was just hoping that the placement would be a little bit higher and the bar would be a tad bit better. So it's probably better that I skipped that anyways, but oh well. I would say that I'll wait and see after the FOMC statements if I can get another trade. It's just the thing is that there's one at 2 and then there's another one at 3. There's a press at 2:30. There's a press conference after that, so I don't know if I don't know what the state of things is going to look like by the time 3 o'clock rolls around, and that's the time that I'm going to be done trading. But I have one in the pot for today. This video turned out to not be quite as exciting as I had hoped for it to be, especially since I've been gone for I think a month and some change. I wanted this to be a tad bit better, but I'll definitely do this again. Let me show you my stats for the week. That'll probably make it a tad bit better, but basically this is my stats for the week. Gross profit, net profit of 425 flat. Should be a little bit more than that, but in I think one or two of the situations I went for big runners when I probably shouldn't have done that. But overall, 87.5% accuracy, 14 and 2. Technically, it counts each one of these trades as 2 trades, so that's actually 7 and 1. No, yeah, that's 7 and 1. So a total of 8 trades, 87.5% overall. Not bad, but yeah. Just going to try and keep winning and try and record something better for you guys again sometime soon. Sorry for the wait once again. Actually, I'm just going to pause this and then see what happens with the whole FOMC stuff. And if it quiets down, then I'll probably take another trade maybe. And yeah, so back to pause. Alright, yeah, so I thought about it. I think I'm just going to call it quits for the day, guys. I'm pretty hungry. I've been sitting here since 9:30. Usually I don't eat. I need to start waking up earlier and eating before and trying to be a more productive citizen and an actual adult. But that's it. I'm definitely going to do this again. I may try and do it again tomorrow. I may not. I probably won't have time on Friday, but if I don't do it again tomorrow, then you can expect to have another video like this sometime next week. So that's it. Hopefully you guys semi-enjoyed this. Once again, sorry for the wait. And I will see you guys when I see you. This is JR. Take it easy.